Good morning, everybody. It's Walsey and Walsey's Hot Sauce. How's everybody doing this morning? Hope everybody is doing well. I am here just off the side of the camera. But this morning, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to show you how to make just a basic, simple marinade using our JB3 Berry Blaze. This is the sauce that we make here at home and we sell. This is made with jalapenos. It's got blueberries, it's got blackberries, it's got raspberries, and some other good stuff in there. But it's great to use in a marinade, especially if you want something that's going to be zesty, tangy, bring a little bit of kick to it. So, but today I'm just going to be marinating some just drumsticks, some chicken legs. It doesn't matter what you use. You can use chicken, you can use fish, you can use pork, you can use beef, whatever you feel like cooking. You know, this is going to be a versatile marinade that you could make. Very basic, very simple, and it adds great flavor to whatever you're making. So, but got all my ingredients here. I'm going to show you how to make it real quick, and we will go from there, ladies and gentlemen. So the first thing I'm going to do is just got some dark brown sugar here. Just going to put about a tablespoon of dark brown sugar into this mixing bowl here. So get this out, get it going. And you don't have to pack it down and make it exact, but you can if you'd like. But got a tablespoon of brown sugar. I got some garlic powder. Don't know why I needed to shake that, but I did. But we're just going to go with probably a teaspoon of garlic powder. And if you have minced garlic, which I do, I also like to use minced garlic, so you could probably just put a tablespoon of minced garlic in with it as well. But we're going with just the dry stuff today. Got our garlic in. Gonna go with the little black pepper. Always gotta have some black pepper in there. And we're just gonna go with I'm sorry if I'm sniffing a little bit, the allergies are just killing me. So, but we're gonna go with a tablespoon of black pepper into the mix. Sometimes I'll add a little bit of salt to it, but I'm not going to today because we're going to put soy in it, and you're going to get a lot of your sodium from your soy. I usually use, most of the time, we use a low sodium soy, especially if I'm making the sauces. I use a low sodium soy and back off on the regular salt. But I do have just regular soy here as well if I'm cooking something else. So, but we do have some soy here. So what we're going to do now, make sure you shake it up real well. This is actually a brand new bottle I just opened up about 10 minutes ago, but we're going to go with about a half cup of our JB3 Berry Blaze. About a half cup here. And the rest of it I'm going to save because I will brush that on the chicken later, about 5 minutes before it's done. So there's our Berry Blaze into the bowl. I'm going to go with probably about a tablespoon of soy sauce. Again, I prefer to use low sodium, but whatever soy you have at home is fine. Just make sure you back off on the salt a little bit so you don't make it too salty. So, but the soy sauce does add depth to your dish. It adds a good flavor, and it helps the browning process too during the cooking process. So I do like to use soy. There it is. Got some extra virgin olive oil. I'm going to add a couple tablespoons of that here. A onesie and a twosie. All right. Well, I guess if I put the right lid on, it would make more sense. There we go. Green on green. So, all right, folks, I have some apple cider vinegar over here. It's going to add a little bit of a kick, a little bit of a punch to the sauce. And I'm probably going to go with about a tablespoon of the apple cider vinegar as well. There we go. All right, all our ingredients are in. I'm going to throw this stuff in the sink. Always trying to clean up as I go. There we go. Put the soy up. Put the lid back on that, and I will refrigerate that until I get it later. This stuff I will wash, and we'll go from there. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna mix this up. That beautiful color in there, how nice and red that is. So I'm gonna get a good mix on it here. I always like to get a good smell on it too. You know, your senses are your best friends when you're cooking. You know, you utilize all of your senses, the touch, taste, feel, smell, it's all there. So our senses are definitely our friends whenever we are cooking. And of course, everything you make, you need to taste. You don't want to wait until the dish is done and then you're like, you know what, I should have added a little bit more pepper, I should have added this or that. The time to add it is before it's done. So I got all these nice little sampling spoons right here. I think I got like a pack of 500 of them for a few bucks off Amazon. As much as we cook and as much as I have to taste the dishes, you need to have your little sampling spoons to make sure your product is spot on before you get to the finished process. So I'm gonna try it real quick, see what we got. It's actually not bad. I don't double dip. Get a new spoon. So let me give it another try here. I like to try it at least twice. Let my senses tell me what I need to add or not add to it. So sweet, tangy, zesty, and I like it about where it's at. One thing what I might add to this, which I don't have right now, but I'd probably add about a teaspoon of lemon zest and about two tablespoons of lemon, I'm sorry, let's go with lime. I'm gonna do probably a teaspoon of lime zest and a tablespoon of just the lime juice added into that. If I had any, I would probably incorporate that and see how it tastes. But right now, I don't think anything else is needed for this sauce. So we're gonna consider that done. Get it off to the side here. Now earlier I did prep my chicken. That way I could get it out of the way, get my counter space cleaned up so we do not have any cross-contamination going on. But I do have about 9 good-sized chicken legs in here. And if you see the little holes in the chicken that I poked, I'll either take a fork or I'll take a knife and I'll just make not a whole lot of jabs into it. You don't want to go too deep and you don't want to put too many in it, because if you do that, it's going to cause your meat to dehydrate more, you know, and lose its moisture. So, but just putting a few slices in, pinch mark or point marks in, what do you want to call it, you know, jab marks in, especially in the meatier part of that, will actually let the juice, the marinade, absorb better into the meat. It's optimal to do it and let it rest overnight if you can. You can see by the clock over there, if you can see it, it's almost 11 o'clock. I'm gonna put these on our Traeger smoker at about 250 degrees for probably 2 hours, or until it temps out about 165 or 165 or higher for the chicken. So, and today I'm using apple pellets, so that's just something I like to cook with. I do like to marinate in gallon Ziploc bags. Thank God I had this one left because I was out of them. But it seems like the bag holds the marinade and the product together, whatever you're making, and you can just take the product right. When it's done, I'll probably pull this out about 3 o'clock and take it straight to the smoker, put the chicken legs on, and I'll throw the rest of it away. And then I'll use my leftover bottle of JB3. About 5 minutes before it's actually done, I'll just kind of brush it and glaze it a little bit and let that glaze kind of smoke into the top and put a nice glaze over the top of it. So 9 chicken legs, whatever we don't eat tonight, I will take, debone, and then make a flavorful, hearty chicken salad with it. So If it looks like I'm making too much, I always have a game plan, a backup plan. So whatever the leftovers is, I'll try to make another dish out of it. So, but I grew up eating leftovers. It doesn't bother me. So anyway, here's our bag of drumsticks. Here's our marinade. We're just going to pour this goodness right over the top of it. Try to get it all in that we can. This is a clean spoon, which is off to the side here. Get all that marinade in, all that goodness. I'm going to seal it up. Hopefully it doesn't break open while I'm shaking it. So we're just going to shake that goodness up. As you can see here, we want all those chicken legs to get marinated in there. Slosh it around, bang it around, whatever. Just don't go too crazy and bust your bag and you have a freaking mess all over the counter. So as you can see, that's a pretty good, mixed pretty well right there. You know, shaking bacon, I helped. No, not necessarily, but it's all good. So now I'm just going to open up the bag. Oh yeah, that looks really good. Looks really, really good. Going to kind of seal it up, push the air out of it. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Chicken drumsticks with a homemade marinade made with Walsey's hot sauces. JB3 Berry Blaze. I'm glad that is empty. And like I said, I'm going to put these babies on the smoker about 3 o'clock. We're going to go for a couple hours at 250 until they temp out at 165. And it's going to be a flavorful dinner. If you like this video over here, like and subscribe to our channel. Our channel used to be called Pampered Palate Persuasions. You'd probably remember that, but we have now changed the channel to the name of our company, which is Walsey's Hot Sauce LLC. And I'm going to get back to doing what I wanted to do in the first place, is just showing people how to make good food with our products. So any questions or comments, you can get a hold of us at info@walseyshotsauce.com. That is our business email. You can follow us on Facebook, Jason and Lori Walls. We're on Instagram, Walsey's Hot Sauce. And I think my lovely wife got us on TikTok now. So you can find us out there. And if you have any questions, comments, or anything, want to see more, let me know. And I'll be posting some more videos. I'll probably be posting another video here shortly, because I am also going to be making a cucumber onion salad that's going to go with our dinner tonight, utilizing our Strawberry Summer Bliss. So, but anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate your time. I am here, I promise. I appreciate your time. I hope you have a blessed day. Be safe out there. Stay cool. And we appreciate everything, ladies and gentlemen. Have a blessed day.